And so one of the things that make them function is their ability to go forward. We've been working on that all week. Protraction, that's shoulder blades moving away from your spine. So if you reach your arms to the sky right here and let your shoulder blades move away, right? That's going to start to feel like you're rounding a little bit. Just lift your shoulder blades off the mat. You don't have to have a big conversation about it. Palms facing each other probably helps a little bit. And then as your shoulder blades are lifting off of the mat, you're also wrapping your outer shoulder blades into your own rib cage. Now, if you're not sure what an outer shoulder blade is, take one of your hands, reach down, find your shoulder blade on the outside near your armpit, and pull it forward a little bit. And notice the engagement that happens. Notice the engagement that happens. So you can try that on either side. Just pull your own shoulder blade forward. I'm not talking about a big movement here. It's a small movement, but it will engage the muscle serratus anterior, which works in concert with your muscle rhomboids. Both need to work together like a good married couple. So serratus anterior is more like an armpit side core sensation. And then drawing your shoulder blades back is a retraction. So you can do that a few times now. As you inhale, shoulder blades move off of the mat. As you exhale, shoulder blades move back down into the mat. As you inhale, shoulder blades move off of the mat. As you exhale, shoulder blades move into the mat. Do that a few more times slowly. Good. Now keep the idea of shoulder blades moving off of the mat. Turn your pinky fingers in and your thumbs out. All right. Shoulder blades hugging forward towards your armpits. Can you find that idea here? Much easier to find it here while you're not on your hands and knees or something. Now take those two arms, shoulder blades wrapping towards your face, and your hands all the way back behind you. If you're very archy, it's probably going to be easier to do this with your knees bent. Draw your rib cage and your back down. And notice how much stretch you're getting or how much core work you're getting. Good. Deep breath in, full breath out. Great. Lower your arms. Now we're going to take that into movements. You got to think about it. As you inhale, reach your arms up, shoulder blades reach off of the mat, and then take that same inhale to reach your arms back. Keep your back rib cage connected. As you exhale, lower your arms, turn your head to one side. Repeat that, head turning second side. So as you inhale, it's one long inhale, shoulder blades move off the mat, wrap your shoulder blades towards yourself, reach your arms back, keep your rib cage glued down. As you exhale, lower your arms, turn your head to side two. So it's a little more intentional than our sometimes opener neck opening. Great. You got it. Do at least one more on each side, or 1.5 if I caught you in between sides. Great, Noreen.
Sigrid, I see you.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what
That's
the
okay.
problem was.
All right, my friends. Come back to start position with your knees bent. I'm going to warm us up a little bit because what we're moving towards can be really strong. So starting over again, I'm going to keep reiterating because this is a more subtle thing. It's way easier to find shoulder blades coming together, I think, than shoulder blades lifting. Like here, I can lift my shoulder blades. So bring your arms back up how we started. But I'm not really taking my outer shoulder blade to my rib cage. It's like lift shoulder blades, and then there's just one more notch that you can go for more depth. Glue your lower back down, turn your palms. I know. Reach back. This is downward facing dog arms. This is upward facing bow arms, believe it or not, except that the elbows aren't bent. So here you are. You're going to really keep this down dog upper body work going. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, knees to chest. So I'm giving you protraction, and I just notice I'm still not wrapping my shoulder blades. I sort of let that go. Now, it doesn't mean you have to get this perfect all the time. I just want you to feel what that engagement gives you so that in certain poses, especially things like down dog, plank, side plank, that you're getting this functionality and understanding of how to work with your body. So you may or may not be able to get it the whole time. You'll probably let it go and then have to come back and get it. And now we're just warming up the hips and the spine a little bit more before we take it into the full thing. Now, keep it easy right here. If you want more, begin to reach a leg forward and in, and another leg forward. So single leg reaches usually feels like deeper core work. Keep your back glued down. You're not coming into a back bend here. The reason I really don't want you to come into a back bend here is because keeping your spine more neutral will stretch your latissimus dorsi more efficiently. So that's one of the big muscles of the back that if it's tight, will go into a back bend so that it doesn't have to stretch out and open up. If you're ready for more, and I know some of you are, both legs out, both legs in, both legs out. Keep wrapping your shoulders, your outer shoulder blades. If that's not making sense, good Barbette, then think outer armpit reaching into face. Good, Stevie Ann. The lower you go with your legs, the harder work this is. Almost home. That's it, Rena. Awesome. And it's 5. And it's 4. Keep wrapping the shoulder blades. 2. Easier practice, keep your knees to your chest. Harder practice, reach your legs out. Now, reach your arms forward, lift up. Turn your palms up and wrap your shoulder blades in this position. It might be easier for you to feel this because now I'm not putting you up against the stretch in your lats. Hold for 4. Knees can be bent. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Everything comes in. Deep breath in. We're going to warm up the hamstrings before we move into the peak pose of our warm-up, if we want to look at it that way. Bring both feet down. Hands down by your hips now. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you. Now you are in a back bend. Now you're engaging the back opposite muscles that we've been working, the rhomboids and other things. Press your hands down. Press the back outer edge of your shoulder blades down, or the very outer edge of your shoulders. Notice how that gives you more expansion of your chest, which is why pulling the shoulder blades back for some of us makes us feel like, oh, that's the way to go, because we'll feel more opened up in the front body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bridges, moving bridges, warming up the hamstrings. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep tacking down the back of your shoulders. You can add heel lifting if you want a little bit more work. Lift, add heels, lower, butt. And 3, 2, at any point, if you need to take a break, take a break. Otherwise, hold bridge pose, heels down easier, heels up always harder. All right. You could also just say you need a breather, just put your butt down. You could do this with the butt down. All right, harder bridge, harder, even still, heels lifted. Right leg floats to the sky, point your right foot. Do not let your left knee move. Open your right leg to the right. Take it over to the left. Don't let your right knee move. Good, Sheila. Out. Good, Sandy. And across. That's it. Don't let your left knee move. Good, Stephanie. So it's core. Good, Sandy. All Sandys. And it's a little tiny bit of opening of the hip. That's it. Good. Awesome, Eva Marie. I know, Shoshana. 2. Good, Patty. That's it, Paula. Put your right foot down. If you need a breather, lower down. Reestablish shoulder blades back here. Chin away from chest. Root your right foot down if you're taking the work. Left leg to the sky. Do a pointed foot. Open out without moving your right knee. Cross. All core stabilization. Hip stabilization. Glute work. Open out and across. Open out. Whew. And it's 4. And it's 3. That woof sound I just made, that's the sound I make when I'm a passenger in a car now, which both my husband and my son have told me is not a helpful sound. But that's where I'm at. And release. Okay, hug your right knee in. Circle your right ankle out a few times. Little breather. Relax your shoulders. Good, Sid. Go the other way. Great. Grab the back of your right thigh. Inhale, point your leg to straight. Exhale, flex and bend. Point and straight. Flex and bend. So we're really working on each of the key components to achieve the next pose. Reach and flex, warming up all the bits. For 4, moving in and out of hamstring stretch. Good for 3. I keep the left knee bent for now. Just keep it soft. 2. Great. Hold hamstring stretch. Flex your foot. Relax your shoulders. Option A is here. Option B might be a deeper stretch by reaching up and lifting your head. Relax your elbows down, though. Make sure that you do that so you're not straining the neck and the shoulders. Option C becomes a stretch with abdominal work. Reach your left leg long. Reach your arms forward, palms up. Pull your shoulder blades, the outer edges, around towards the rib. Hold for 8. Grab your right leg again. Slide your left leg in. Release your right foot down. Take your left leg to the sky. Point, flex and bend. So moving in and out of hamstring, stretch slowly. Good, David. In and out of hamstring, stretch slowly. Good, Lori. Nice, Marietta. And even though it doesn't feel like you're doing a deep stretch when you're moving in and out of the pose, you are opening the back of the thigh. So both work, movement and holding. And it's 3. You're just letting the body know where it's going to go in a minute. 2. 1. Flex your foot, hold the pose, relax. Ardha Padangusthasana, Supta Padangusthasana, hang out. If you want a deeper stretch, usually if you lift your head up, you can bring the leg a little closer and you'll get more into your buttock and your lower back. Relax your elbows, so if you're taking this one. If you want more abdominal work while you open, reach your right leg long, reach both arms forward. Wrap your armpits forward. Hold for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Here we go. We're building the peak pose of this particular warm-up. So first thing I want you to do is glue your lower back down so that your spine feels long. Now, if we were doing this pose from hands and knees, your lower back would not be glued down for most of us. In fact, if your lower back glues down easily in the pose from hands and knees, you may need to do a little arch. But from here, we're going to take it more like a core idea. So take your arms straight up, shoulder blades off of the mat. Feel that. Wrap your outer armpits or shoulder blades towards your rib cage. See if you can get that deeper engagement. And then bring your palms flat. Your pinkies are facing in. Your thumbs are out. You can make your arms wider. That is also helpful for the shoulders. Keep your lower back glued down. If you need practice to be softer, and this is not soft, but if you need to be softer, stay here. Otherwise, reverse tabletop with your legs. Now, this is not a low leg pose. Think 45 degrees. Just from your knees, kick your legs up so that you're in a mountain pose, or what we would call a downward facing dog pose. Hold. This is down dog. Wrap your triceps. Wrap your outer shoulder blades. Wrap your inner or outer armpits, towards you, towards the midline. Everything else is strong and steady. Hold for 4. Watch tensing the neck. Hold for 3, 2, and everything comes back in. Hands down, soft cactus of your arms, swing your hips to the right, drop your knees to the left. Now, what's interesting about doing down dog on your back the way we just did it is it really puts you in touch with how much a stretch it is for the back, not just the shoulders, and that there is a core component to the pose while opening the hamstrings. So it's a big back body opener, but there's work to be done from the front body, which is why down dog is sort of a precursor to a handstand. It's everything you would need for a handstand. It's just that your feet are still on the earth. Deep breath in, full breath out. Up and around, swing your hips over, and drop into an easy twist to the right. When you're ready, turn to your right side. Take a pause, take a breath.